listeners. Welcome to Plano's Political Pitbull Podcast. I am Esther.
And I'm Ruth.
And we have lots of news for you today. But first, our sponsor is Southwest Pain Management. Southwest Pain Management takes care of most chronic pain without pain pills. Their goal is to get you back to doing the things you love. They are also the world's leading long COVID experts. Dr. Groisman sees people from all over the world to treat their long COVID. Southwest Pain Management is in Plano. Please go to their website, reliefbeginshere.com. Reliefbeginshere.com to see all that they do. Up first is more apartments are coming to Plano. Yes, more apartments, as if we didn't have enough. So on April 14th, 2026, the City Council of Plano heard zoning case 2025-013 for a property on Park Boulevard, Preston Park Boulevard, and Ohio Drive. Currently, the property has a building which was home to Plano Athletics Club, a gym. This is across the street from the shopping center where Katy Trail Ice House Outpost Restaurant is, Home Goods, and some other retail shops. It is also shares the same parking lot as a Montessori school. And across Ohio Drive from this property is a single-family home development. There is also a garden apartment development on Preston Park Boulevard, which is very close to where this would be. You could probably walk there if it was 72 degrees out and nice. The developer wants to build a 5-story, 65-foot, 250 unit senior apartment building. Yes, I know you're laughing already. She's laughing.
5 stories.
5 stories.
Does he realize what area he's in? It's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
No kidding. This is just for your reference. This is where your grandma used to rent an apartment. Those little garden apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And your sister used to.
Very close to 5 stories.
No, those garden apartments are garden apartments. They're max 2 stories, and they're lovely. But yes, it will stick out like a sore thumb. Doesn't go with the area at all. There is nothing there in that block that is 5 stories. You want 5 stories, you got to go down Preston a little ways. And then you get there is a larger office building down there, but not in that corner. So obviously the biggest concern was by the people who live in these single family homes across Ohio. And they were very worried that the people on the 5th floor would be able to look across the street down into their backyards. And obviously, if you're swimming in your pool or lounging in your backyard, you want some privacy.
Imagine you're in your suburban neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
right? And one day you just go out and there's a freaking skyscraper across your street.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Now, the city said that the developer agreed there would be a hallway facing the Ohio and only a few apartments with balconies. But you can probably still see into a person's backyard. Now, the hallway is going to have some higher windows, like little, like, I would say they were like basement windows that you would have to like stand on something for a 6-foot tall person to be able to see out. So obviously the other thing that the residents were worried about is traffic, density, and of course noise from all the construction, because they've got to tear a building down and then put a building up. So the amended zoning would add independent living apartments to this area. And of course, this does not conform to the comprehensive plan that we took so much time and battled over in Plano.
When was the last time they ever followed the comprehensive plan?
That's a good point. Next to never.
So then it doesn't matter.
The good news is right now...
There's no power.
I can't argue with that. At this point, I don't know...
It was a formality and nothing else.
Yes, it was, because the state demands that a city have a comprehensive plan that nobody reads when they're moving in to a neighborhood, and most people don't even know it exists when they're looking for a home.
So like I said, it's useless.
It is kind of, at this point, it is kind of useless. So the good news, there is some good news. Right now, the zoning request does not fall under the horrible new law, SB 840. We've talked about SB 840 in the past. All right. For those who do not know, SB 840 was passed by the Texas legislature in 2025 and allows multifamily and mixed-use zoning change by right on projects in commercial, office, and retail zones in cities with a population over 150,000. And that means Plano falls under it. Now, the intention was to increase the supply of housing, therefore lowering the price of rent and making rents more affordable. Wasn't that a nice idea? Well, take a wild guess how much this developer wants to rent these units for.
Oh, let me guess. It's gonna be close. Like.
Go ahead, throw a number out there.
Is it close to the Legacy West ones? Is that expensive? Or am I thinking shooting too high?
You might be shooting a little too high. Just throw a number out. Go ahead, a number. Give me a number.
1,800.
Higher.
2,000.
Higher.
3,000.
Ding, ding, ding. Give that woman a prize. Yes, $3,000. So that is according to one resident who spoke out. Get to her later. So I decided that I would check on this. And that is a little higher, the $3,000, than what they charge for their existing apartments in Plano. This developer has senior living apartments already in Plano, one that I found. That rent is for the apartment building that opened in 2022 in Plano. And the rent is between $1,199 and to 2,599. Since the apartments they want to build will be brand new, 3,000 is about right. So I think the resident was correct.
Why are these new apartments always so expensive? Is there something going on in the realtor space?
Well, they're newer, number one. Number two, cost of building has gone up. Cost of supplies has gone up. So that's what's happened. Also, the land is more expensive. So you've got more expensive land, you've got more expensive labor, more expensive materials, equates more expensive apartments or more expensive housing in general. Now, I don't know about you all, but
do they ever fill these really expensive apartments?
I would hope they do, or it's going to sit there empty. I mean, talk about a waste of money. Well, I don't know about you, but $3,000 a month, not affordable for a senior on Social Security. Now, what do you think of when you think of senior independent living?
I don't know.
Well, most people, when they think of the word senior, think of 65 and up, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these places are not 65 and up. A lot of these places start at 55 and up. These people still have jobs, okay? So the whole premise that, oh, we're going to build senior living and it's going to be affordable, I'm sorry. That is not how it ends up happening.
Liars.
Well, that's the sale. That's the pitch. Because obviously they want the developer wants the zoning to pass.
But it's all lies.
In the end, it doesn't work out that way. On the response website for the city, this got a lot of feedback. 170 people oppose the apartments. 9 support, 1 neutral. Why can't you make up your mind? Yeah, I don't really care. Why bother answering then? I don't get it. Okay, you're neutral, fine. But clearly, this is a one-sided here. 170 people did not want this thing, and I have a feeling most of those were from the area that's across the street. When they showed the map, a lot of it was the area across the street in that development, and then you had branched out. The map was full of red.
But those 9 people, we gotta listen to them. We can't deny them. That's how I feel like this is gonna go. Yes. I'm gonna approve this.
All right. Don't spoil it. So,
it's not a secret.
Well, this is why SB 840 needs to go and be repealed. All right? Because this project is a prime example of why SB 40 fails to do what it wants to do. These apartments should have failed. This plan, this zoning request should have failed. It doesn't comply with the comprehensive plan. It is the wrong place for these apartments because it is way too close to single family. There are already garden apartments next to this property. And by the way, they are less money than this apartment building that is supposed to be affordable. So I decided to go look. Well, my mother lived there when we first moved to Plano. This was a while ago. She got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment at that time in 2008 for $1,000. Now, coming from where we came from in the north, my mom was like, this is a bargain. I'm getting a deal. So that's why she got the 2 bedrooms, to give herself a little more space. And if she wanted to have some friends visit, she'd have a bedroom for them. It was like a little den for her. So obviously that was good for her. Well, today, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath garden apartment over there is going for $1,390, while the highest price is for 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, $2,545. That is now the rate, so it's more than doubled since 2008. But that will still be lower than the brand new apartment building. And I guarantee you, at today's rate, the garden apartments will be bigger than the brand new senior living.
Imagine you are a person looking for an apartment. You got 2 buildings very close to each other in the same neighborhood. Gee, I wonder which one I'm going to choose.
Yeah. When I was doing my little research on the Garden Apartments website, they are having a promotion. $1,000 off rent. Why would they offer any kind of promotion if the demand for apartments is up, but the supply is too low? If what the so-called experts, if the staff and the politicians are saying is true, there should be no promotion of, we're going to take $1,000 off your rent. Now, I didn't read the fine print. There's probably a catch to that somewhere. But why have a promotion? If demand was so high that people were busting down the doors to get into an apartment building of any kind.
And possibly for houses?
The demand is for housing of any kind. That is what all the politicians and all of the newspapers and all of the so-called experts say. Yet, on the ground, in a lovely neighborhood, which I read some of the reviews, the tenants there say it's calm, it's quiet, it's peaceful there, it's a gated community, so it's safe. They've got, they're near some doctors and some shopping. But by the way, my mom lived there for a few years. I think she walked to what is now Home Goods. It was then a Tom Thumb 3 times. Something's not adding up here.
That's why I asked, before you went on that whole thing.
Yes.
I asked, is the demand actually not just for housing, but specifically houses? Like, people aren't looking for apartments, they're looking for houses.
If the demand was for houses, then why aren't they building houses? They're not building. This developer is not building houses.
Because they never build houses. They always build apartments.
That's what I'm saying. Something is fishy. I'm not buying that there is a demand for apartments. As a matter of fact, if you recall, the Willow Bend project had to add single-family homes in order to get funding. And yes, they keep saying, well, seniors, empty nesters want to downsize. Again, we've talked about this.
Downsizing is different from renting an apartment.
but they're not going to be able to afford to downsize. Your home is free and clear, right? You've got your property taxes on it and your insurance. A lot of people are having the problem that they can't go to an apartment because the apartment is more expensive than the cost of their house. So they're not going to move.
But also, most of the time, when you're looking to downsize, you want a smaller home, not necessarily an apartment.
Well, some people also don't want the responsibility of a home. But again, you don't necessarily want the responsibility of a home. It's got to be less than what you're paying to be in that home.
Or you do what my parents teacher did and get a condo.
Yes, you can get a condo. But that's not what we got here. We got apartments in the wrong place. Again, guess what? There were no questions about water and electric, both of which we don't have enough.
We don't talk about water and electric.
Well, we do, but you mean we, the proverbial...
Yes,
okay.
the general we.
The general we.
We don't talk about it. It does not be discussed.
Yet, the zoning case passed. Because in the general politician's words, at least the city had more control over what will be built there than if they failed it and the person came back and built it by right. If you want local government and its residents to have some say on what gets built, or at least for the city to catch up on its infrastructure before anything else gets approved, you, our listeners, need to contact your state rep and tell them to repeal SB 840. Tell them what is happening in Plano. So they presented it, and the council had some questions.
What?
Yes, the council.
The council asked questions.
Well, not.
A council member asked questions.
Can
Can I guess who it was?
Yeah, go ahead, guess.
I'm gonna guess the people who spoke was two.
Yeah.
And Levine.
That was one. That was Yep. Horn also was talkative, and so was Care. So Horn asked. Actually, he said, he didn't ask, he said, the traffic study shows there would be the same amount of traffic as with the gym. Now, I don't know how he came to that conclusion, or actually how the study came to that conclusion. Seems a little odd. There will also bring more traffic to the shops in the area. Now, what Horn fails to understand is, and why this is wrong, is while it will bring people who live near there to those shopping and retail, if it gets too crowded, it will take away the people who drive to those stores. So they're going to actually break even, most likely. So Care asked who maintains the landscape buffer. Seemed like an odd question, but all right. The answer was the property owner. And he also asked about the outdoor spaced screening. Now, Levine, he had one concern that he had heard about from the residents, he said. And it was the construction. He said the construction would have an impact on the school that was right next to this apartment building, which will have seniors who will not need a Montessori school because children will not live there.
Yeah, why are they building a senior apartment place in
Next to a school. Next to a school. Next to a little Montessori school.
That doesn't sound like a place for specifically senior living.
No kidding. So,
it sounds like a place for young families.
Yes, would be a good place for young families. Hence the housing development across the street.
Gee, I wonder how that happened.
Well, the Montessori school went, there's single family houses over there. Okay, so Levine asked, would you say construction of an office building would have an impact? You're very trying to be slick here. And of course, staff answered, any construction would have an impact. Obviously, any construction of this magnitude would have an impact because they have to demolish a building and then they have to raise a building. The applicants, now they got to speak. And they answer that they had to, the nuisance of the construction was they were going to put acoustic barriers around the construction area.
Come on.
Are they going to put an acoustic barrier on the roof? Like make a roof? Because unless you soundproof it, the jackhammer's going through. Okay? The jackhammer noise is going through. You know what else wouldn't cause this type of noise? Another gym. I mean, it already's made for a gym, but maybe like a Gold's Gym, some kind of big name gym, or another retail place that all the construction would happen on the inside, mitigating dust and noise. So we had 2 people come and speak. I mean, it was 170 opposed it on the website. 2 people came to speak.
The numbers of speakers have been dwindling.
Yes. Well, the thing is that when you think that if you, and I've done this, you think, oh, well, I'm going to say no to this. I am going to, voice my opinion. And all these people are going to voice their opinion. The whole map could be red. And it's not enough. So one person was in favor of it. And again, he was in favor of it, he says, because he said, SB 840, we could get something worse. The lady who was against it, and she was an older woman. This would be pretty good for a person her age, you'd think. Yeah, she was against it. She was concerned about safety. She said, how are seniors supposed to get down 5 stories in a file? And that is a good point, because my father, who is now in his 80s, his apartment building that he's lived in since he moved to Texas in the 90s, he loves this building. But obviously when he moved, he was much younger. Well, it had a fire. And he was on the 13th floor. Yeah, they have a 13th floor. And he had to go all the way down the stairs. He said, oh, I'm out of shape. Yeah. So it was a valid point, actually. How are seniors supposed to get down 5 flights of stairs with their canes and their walkers and,
Are senior apartments even typically that high?
I know a person who lives in or lived in a senior apartments facility, and it was one level. It was long. Instead of up, vertical, it went out. And they were thinking clearly that, hey, if this is going to be for people over a certain age bracket, we need to be able to possibly wheel them out in case of a fire. Because, yeah, somebody in a wheelchair is going to get stuck on the 5th floor.
Or with a walker.
She also said that walking to food shopping would be dangerous because they're like, oh, there's a Trader Joe's across the street. The developers and the council people and staff were like, well, they can just walk across the street to Trader Joe's. She said, they got to get across a 6-lane road.
Oh my gosh.
How in the world is a senior citizen supposed to get across a 6-lane road? I mean, what do they have? One of those scooters? We're not thinking. Nobody is thinking. So 2 asked about SB 40 and what could be built there. Obviously, the staff said setbacks would only be 25 feet. They could build more than the proposed number of units, and it would be shorter. It would only be 45 feet in height. 2 also asked about the need for senior housing in Plano. Yes, okay. Let's say that's true. Is this right for seniors? Not for anybody who's got trouble walking up and down a flight of stairs.
The first floor is going to be a hot commodity.
Yes, the first floor is going to be a hot commodity. Exactly. Levine said he lived in the area a while back. He thinks it's an excellent utilization of the property when you consider what could be built there. Yeah.
Oh, I love the imagine what could be built there.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then it never happens.
Well, no, what he's talking about is the SB 40 thing. I mean, if they're afraid that if they throw out this case and say no, that this guy's just going to go and build whatever he wants and do it anyway. Yeah, that's what they're thinking.
I missed that completely.
Yes. That's okay. So CARE said he was following the project for some time, and the residents and school has valid concerns. Traffic is becoming a big deal. You don't say. But this will only have 1 car per unit. No, well, do you not think that any of these folks are married? Do you not think that these folks are going to have visitors? If you've got more than 1 bedroom, if you're offering more than 1 bedroom, why would you think they'd have 1 car? What about a married couple? So, no, it's not only going to have 1 car, okay? And also, traffic is a problem because of the decisions that city council has made. Okay, they did not think about infrastructure when they were approving all of this development. He said, SB 840 continues to take away control from the city. That's CARE speaking. I am pleased that the developer is willing to work with the city on this. Horn also said that independent living usually has transportation for their residents. and it meets our housing study that we need more housing for our seniors. I've already gone over that. Vidal, he said, great area for seniors because there is 2 hospitals and a fire station with paramedics nearby. Well, I will say, you got it. Well, yeah. He does have a point. But again, how are they going to get, if the elevator is broken, how are they going to get the person down the stairs?
Not easily.
Yeah. So obviously it passed 8-0. Those I did not mention were silent.
Gotta get rid of that stupid law.
And that brings me exactly to my point.
Because they weren't wrong in saying that, well, if we don't approve this, then who knows what could be built there instead.
Mm-hmm.
Because something's got to be built there.
Yes. And you are reading my mind, because that is exactly my point. This law, as most laws, have the unintended consequences. It's just causing another problem, which is what happens when bureaucrats and politicians get involved. What was the problem? The problem was higher housing costs. And the politicians thought the solution was to take away local control with a one-size-fits-all solution. It doesn't fix the original problem. It just creates more problems. Politicians need to stop this. So write to your state reps and tell them this law of good intentions that you wanted is wreaking havoc, which nobody who warned them is surprised about. And speaking of government getting involved in things they shouldn't, according to the Community Impact newsletter, the city of Plano will buy Harrington House, a historic home in Plano, for $2 million. According to the article, quote, city officials plan to use the land to build a facility that will house Connect Plano, a hub for nonprofit organizations in the city, while maintaining the original character of the property, according to city documents. They continue with the plan. According to the newsletter, the plan will be the facility will provide office space to at subsidized rates for nonprofit organizations that offer services in Plano. Lastly, they say, Connect Plano as a whole is a vision of providing a facility where nonprofits can come in and they don't have to worry about operational expenses. And that is according to a assistant city manager, Howard. In addition to the main facility, city officials plan to preserve the Harrington Homestead as an event center that nonprofits can use for training and fundraising. So just to recap, so everyone is clear, the city spent dollars to buy a historic house on a piece of property. The historic house, the city will turn into a training facility and classrooms for the nonprofits. And then next, or somewhere else on the property, they will build another building for office space at a discounted rental rate for the nonprofits. So all they have to do is the charity and not worry about operational expenses. This is a very nice idea, but it is not the responsibility of the government to take my property taxes and your property taxes and give it to a charity to build an office building for charities. I or you don't even know these charities. This is not the job of the government. It is the job of the individual to help charities. We don't need government to be our middleman. I give to charities. And here on this channel, we are all about dogs. So we give to charities that have to do with dogs. Some charities give dogs to veterans with PTSD or disabilities. Us Patriot Paws, we give to that one. We give to Operation Kindness. We're all about the dogs here, okay? That's our thing. We give to Goodwill. We donate. A lot of people sell stuff on, Facebook Market, eBay. If I have something that I don't need anymore and it's in good condition, I give it away. So I don't know about you, but I don't want the government to give my money to charities I may not like, and I don't know. You may have charities you like that you want to give to.
You may have charities you hate.
You may have charities you hate. But by taking our property tax money, the government is reducing the amount of money we personally can give to charities. They've done studies on this. They have found that when taxes are high or higher or go up, charitable contributions go down.
I wonder why.
Mm-hmm. So the government has become a glorified middleman. Here's another point. In the Hebrew Bible, or the Old Testament, as our Christian listeners call it, one of the ways we fulfill the commandment to be holy is to help your fellow human being, not to give to government so it can help your fellow human being in your place. That does not make you holy or fulfill the commandment.
That makes you forced to give charity.
Yes, exactly.
That's not the same thing.
It is not the same thing. We must do it ourselves. This was a big part of Jesus' teachings as well. He was a Jew. He read it in the Old Testament, or for him, it was the Torah. The only. So when the government takes your tax dollars to give to a charity, not only are they robbing you of your money, they are robbing...
And your choice. You don't get to choose what charity it goes to.
That's excellent point. Excellent point.
Your money and your choice.
Your money and your choice. They are forbidding you, robbing you of fulfilling the Jewish and Christian commandment of helping your fellow human being. For those out there who don't, or who are not of the Jewish and Christian faiths, or who don't follow any religion, when you give to charity, not only is the person getting a benefit, but it makes you feel good too. So you get a benefit also. And when the government takes your tax money to give it to someone else, it's robbing you of that good benefit, of the benefit of you doing the good. And speaking of doing good, before I speak of doing good, any other comments, questions, Ruth?
I just don't like how they're removing your choice, because, like, what if they give to an awful charity that, like, doesn't even help anybody?
That actually happened. That's going on right now.
Then that proves my point.
Yeah, exactly. Fraud is rampant. And there are people out there who are, saying, oh, we're helping senior citizens with transportation. We're helping with childcare. We're helping with this. We're helping with that. And they have ended up being total frauds. So yes, it happens to the average person. It also happens to government. And yes, they are taking away your choice. Some people do not like the Salvation Army. They don't like that they are a Christian organization, and therefore don't support LGBTQ community. But if you're one of those people, guess what? The city of Plano gives to the Salvation Army. So when they come to you in the summer and say, we're going to raise your property taxes, one argument you can say is, stop giving my money to charities and lower my property taxes. Let me do that. Give it to me and I'll decide where my money goes. Now, speaking of doing good, we have the thing we love the most here at Plano's Political Pitbull.
Oh, he's still not adopted?
He is still not adopted. No, I checked.
Okay, so Thor is still up for adoption. He is a friendly boy who, according to this, is still about 2 years of age. He's very playful with children. He's active when he plays, so maybe best in a home without young children. Thor was very excited for his first pups in the park's walk. He had a lot of energy as he left his kennel, but settled down quickly. He was very patient while being harnessed in the lobby of the shelter and loaded into the car without issue. Thor rode well in the car and was very relaxed. He walked well on his leash and got along well with all the other dogs in the group. Thor exhibited no prey drive while encountering birds and squirrels along the walk.
And if you would like to learn more about Thor, please go to Plano's Political Pitbull.com and click on the link Pit Bulls for Adoption under Thor's cute picture. And obviously, if you don't think that Thor will work out in your home, there are other pit bulls that are at the shelter and need a good home. Please remember to do your research before you adopt any animal, because the shelter doesn't want you to have to bring it back. That would be very hard on you and very hard on the animal. So that is all we have for today, folks. Please remember to like, share, and comment, and subscribe. This is Esther.
This is Ruth.
For Plano's Political Pitbull, signing off.